I mean, yes, they're definitely strong in terms of single target. I mean, Jaypee could be able to dish a lot of damage from the Karrie with the true damage, and as well with Killuash on the Hilda. But the only thing that bothers me is the early game, especially on the early game, is that this lineup, or at least this champions here that our PH has, is very. I think they are not strong in terms of minion wave clears. Because it's too much AoE. I mean, Drian on the Zhong, even the Hayabusa could be able to clear the minion waves too fast for our PH at least to make something out or to make something happen. If that's gonna be the case, they will be very, very reactive on where or where this Onic Indonesia gonna be pushing. If they could be able to clear the mid lane, they could be able to rotate faster compared to our PH.
That's true. That's true. So the main play of Aura PH here is to give a lot of space for Jaypee, and once he's online, start fighting, because they have a lot of tanky heroes right now. I think 3 out of 5 heroes here on the side of Aura PH is very tanky. They have the Thamuz, they also have the Hilda especially, and they also have another semi-tank, or rather a pure tank of Khufra. So again, they have enough time for them to give a lot of space for their carry, but the main task of Onic ID is to stop this carry from farming. Vis-a-vis, it's a very difficult task for Aura PH. For me, if you're going to ask me, Aura PH, they need to do a lot of things for them to even it out against Onic ID, because they have the Selena, they have the Selena. There's the potential arrow threat from Onic Indonesia. They also have the Angela from Onic ID, which is making it more difficult for them to kill or at least burst someone, which is the main idea. That's one of the reasons why they picked up this Hilda at the first place.
Yes. Well, at least I would like to see Killuash here on the Hilda. How could he be able to pull up here? Antimage, I think he's very, very strong in terms of bullying at least this Zhong.
That's true.
And both of them has execute.
They both of them has the execute spell, so they really focus more into bursting out an enemy hero, and I think that's the reason why Angela's been picked here on the side of Onic ID. It is really essential, as you can see. He went for a mage emblem. Well, he just needs to go for those fights every single time to replenish his mana. But right now, Sasa is also trying to steal out the jungle creeps away from Kielvj. So I guess more of a trying to sustain control every single member of Aura PH, and then try to snowball again afterwards.
Definitely, but a solo kill going to Khufra, not something you see every day. The Khufra dying with a tenacity as well on his emblem, but that is something you wouldn't want to give. I mean, I think Zendago's already level 4 at that time and going to be able to kill the Khufra that fast. And now it's going to be a problem for at least for our Onic, at least for our PH. Oh, by the way, guys, it's the other way around on the teams, but it's going to be match point again for Onic PH. I mean for Aura.
All right, let me just update that. Go ahead.
Yes, but so anyway, guys, 2 minutes into the game, somehow Onic PH, Onic Indonesia. I was actually going around all the PH or Indonesia, but please bear with me. But what you have to bear right now is that somehow Onic Indonesia still going strong, going here on the second game.
Yeah.
But onto the top, I guess Aura PH is looking to cut the lanes there for the side of Onic Indonesia, but the backup is here. But Rasy, the Atlas is still not level 4, but the Dragon Antimage going directly into the back lane because along with the Angela itself, Zhong getting the kill to Jaypee. Jaypee doesn't have anything else or anywhere else to run.
Yeah, exactly. Even with the Purify, it's really difficult to run away from that one because Zhong can easily catch you out, especially when he is on his dragon form. All of his skills will be much more bigger when it comes to AoE. So again, you're up against a very difficult task here, plus with the protection from the Angela. You really need to get those farms first
Oh.
before you can successfully kill this one.
Yes, yes, but still, our PH is still very aggressive on his game. Killuash just scouting off the rest of Onic Indonesia. Looks like the turtle will be secured by the Hilda. A jump coming from Raflesia. The Khufra is here. There, and now Onic Indonesia just backing off here on the mid lane.
And well, as you can see, the movement, the rotation of Aura PH here, they're really looking for fights. They need to give Jaypee more gold because he went for a bounty hunter. So they choose to go for those risky skirmishes because Jaypee can't be static on the lane because again it's really easy for Onic ID to catch him off guard again with this kind of lineup. Again, you have the Antimage Zhong, Rasy on his Atlas, plus the arrow threat coming in from Drian. So again, you need to move around the map, look for kills, and then force or hopefully try to catch out a single member of Onic ID.
Yes, in terms of rotation here from RPH, are really going up and down, and every single rotation is that like what we talked earlier. Since Onic Indonesia has a stronger minion wave clear, though we have to talk about that later. But Rasy dodged a bullet right there from the side of Aura PH, but still, the problem still exists here for Aura is that the minion wave for Onic Indonesia is too strong, and they cannot be able to push any turrets here.
Indeed, both teams now trying to protect their tier 1 turrets because once they have once the enemy teams remove your tier 1 turrets, it is really easy for them to gank you out, and that's the main thing. Aura PH needs to protect their carry as soon as possible, but as you can see, Antimage can easily go in and go out using the dragon form. Goodbye, Aura PH. No kills for you, says Onic ID.
That dragon, I mean, almost dying, but with the ult, to be able to jump into cliffs, into the mountain, or anyone here, any obstacle here on Mobile Legends. Antimage dodging another bullet right there onto the bottom lane, but our PH looking here, but the jump coming from our Khufra will not be enough. He's actually getting a bit of fatal links, but he did have a Tyrant Revenge on Santiago, but a quick shadow out. But the Angela, very quick on the ulti, and still, Hayabusa is alive.
Perfect timing from Sasa here. And wow, I was really surprised. I really thought that that Greed were able to get that one out. However, a nice counter kill here from Onic ID, trying to catch out one member. Lumiere will be caught out. 2-4-0 exchange in favor of Onic ID. And the Aura, they need to do something. They need to stop the bleeding here from Onic ID because, again, even though the net worth is even, we're talking about the momentum here. We're talking about how aggressive your team can be against your opponents. And as you can see, even Antimage here is trying to steal the red buff away from Hilda, away from Aura PH here. So that's a big problem. That's a very big threat. Because once Jaypee doesn't have the red buff, it is really difficult for Jaypee to dish out damage.
Yeah, not only dish out damage, but his farming potential as well is being decreased, having the orange buff getting stolen. But the arrow will connect into Greed. They're not going in, but another kill coming. Oh, wow. That was a solo kill for the Hilda?
Yes. Well, Santiago, he already... he does have the Endless Battle already, plus the Raptor Machete. And I think he's going for a BOD afterwards. So, again, Aura PH, they can't afford to go solo. Even though with the protection from the turrets and also inside the jungle area, it's as long as Santiago is there, it's really difficult for them to control that.
Man, I mean, the middle lane, this has to be defended by our PH, but the ult coming from Santiago is already there, but the kill will be secured by Antimage, but he will give his life for this because the bouncing ball will not let him get out on his misery onto the middle lane. Now, I think somehow our PH has something to breathe in going here on the mid game since they already put down the Zhong, but it's not gonna be enough because they still need to make something happen here, especially with Santiago.
Yeah, exactly. And Santiago is just farming quite easily here. looking at the net worth graph right now, or rather, there's a missed kill right there. Hold on, second. Oh, okay. So again, another pick off for Onic ID. I guess it was with the help of Santiago there, and with that, able to secure another turret away from RPH, and the turret was already up. So I think the next move for Onic Indonesia here is to just squeeze out every living cell out of RPH here.
Yes, yes. Somehow, it's getting harder and harder by the second here, but we'll be talking about later. But the Shadow Kill going against Greed, and the Popol and Kupa might actually die here on the hands of Santiago, but he's not yet finished. But Killuash did get a kill on Rasy, Zeno, but Angela under here with Santiago, another kill, but probably a triple kill with the Hilda. This might be a Mania going back into his shadow, but Antimage will be securing the kill to Jaypee. This might be a wipe out, and probably they could be able to finish this game.
Yep, they can end the game right now since the top lane is already pushed out. And Onic, as you can see, they're utilizing every skill that they have perfectly, trying to control and trying to pick up every single member of Aura PH. And wow, Onic ID flexing their muscles right there. Who would have thought that that they will end this game less than, I think that was less than 10 minutes, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's less than 10, almost 10 minutes.
Yeah,
but
9
that was
minutes.
very
Wow.
quick. I mean, Santiago here with the Hayabusa